Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Thursday, November 14. Finn and Adler battle about trust. Carter confounds Steffi and Edge. The intense and the lovely spoilers for Thursday, November 14, uncover that Steffi Forrester and Edge Forrester will stay confounded over Carter Walton's savage guard of trust Logan and her place at Forrester manifestations. The harder Carter pushes for trust and her line to be restored, the more confounded Edge and Steffi will be. Carter has turned into Trust's greatest ally out of the blue, so it's not difficult to see the reason why his conduct has been bewildering Steffi and Edge recently. You'd figure Edge and Steffi would begin pondering a heartfelt association, yet it appears they'll remain in obscurity on that until further notice. Steffi Edge actually will not have the option to sort out what might make Carter contend energetically for Trust's future at Forrester. In the meantime, John Finnegan will go to Il Giardino, where he'll clearly see Minister Sharp. Minister claims the spot, so it's not shocking that Finn will encounter him for a strained discussion. Finn will apparently be there to get some takeout, except if Minister explicitly gathers him. Regardless, Finn will move toward the bar and at last have an expectation-related contention with Elder. Obviously, Minister will hurry to Trust's safeguard and demand her story should be genuine. Since Trust guarantees the undergarment's occurrence was a misconception, Minister will feel like Finn ought to trust her and maybe persuade Steffi to rehire her. Be that as it may, Finn won't believe there's some other clarification for Trust giving herself wholeheartedly to him while inadequately clad. Trust couldn't propose a name for any other individual she may be luring, so Finn will keep on accepting this was one more bombed endeavor to seek after him. Notwithstanding, Finn positively won't have any desire to push back on Steffi's terminating choice. Steffi is the co-president of Forrester Manifestations, so Finn confides in her judgment at work and in no way wants to guide her. Minister and Finn won't allow this contention to twisting into a fight or anything excessively wild, yet they'll in any case go head-to-head in Thursday's B&B episode. Despite the fact that Minister may do nothing to influence Finn's choice of trust, he'll basically sprint the word. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Trust and Carter's mystery sentiment will keep on creating issues, so we'll welcome you more forecasts on all the show and updates on any stunning news to come. The bold and the beautiful spoilers recap for Tuesday, November 12, uncovers that Taylor Hayes played with Brooke Logan by proposing that she was investigating something new and paying attention to her heart. After Taylor said she was taking a page from the Brooke Logan handbook, she repeated that she was leaning on her instinct and seeing where it drove her. Brooke contemplated whether Taylor's heart was driving her back to Edge Forrester, so Taylor demanded that it was. Taylor discussed how Edge saved her life and featured the rich history they shared, yet she was for the most part attempting to meddle with Brooke's head. After Brooke brought up that Taylor and Edge's association was before, Taylor caused an expectation that they to constantly cherish one another, past, present, and future. That was reality, all things considered. However, she at last conceded that she was cheerful carrying on with life for her and didn't require a man to satisfy her. Taylor told Brooke not to stress since she wasn't attempting to get Edge back, yet her self-satisfied mentality and inconsistent messages most likely didn't with a lot to facilitate Brooke's care. At Forrester Manifestations on Tuesday's B&B episode, Steffi Forrester pushed for refreshes on what was the deal with Edge and Taylor. After Steffi asked what was in Edge's heart, she hyped a portion of Taylor's magnificent characteristics. Now that Taylor's heart was recuperated, Steffi said that was thanks to Edge's affection. Edge couldn't assume acknowledgement for retouching Taylor's heart, however he got a sense of ownership with breaking it. Steffi recognized that Edge hurt Taylor, however she additionally faulted Brooke for separating their families so often. Despite the fact that Edge was incompletely liable for Taylor's awfulness, Steffi felt that Edge had assisted her with recuperating from the injury. In the Forrester salon, Will Spencer encouraged Electra Forrester to do some demonstrating for the Adornments line photo shoot. Electra shied away from the thought and implied about displaying in the past once, yet it wasn't really for her. Since Electra continued demanding, she was fine with remaining behind the scenes and letting Ivy Forrester have the spotlight. Will considered what was annoying her. Electra evaded inquiries concerning her past and got Will to focus on life as a Spencer, all things considered. Will spilled about Bill Spencer leaving Katie Logan for her sister and discussed viewing the opportunity as a youngster at all-inclusive school. Electra was complimented that Will would impart all that to her, so he called attention to she could open up as well. Will said he wouldn't pass judgment on Electra come what may and grasped her hand delicately. At the point when Electra ventured away and dropped her armband, Will lowered down to get it and wound up, acting with great humility for her once more. Will kidded about this feeling ambiguously recognizable. He pondered whenever he first saw Electra and the amount he needed to kiss her. When Will moved in close for a kiss, Electra inclined into. After Electra and Will partook in their most memorable lip lock, they grinned at one another and appeared to be extremely up to speed at the time. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Electra have a few snags ahead because of her stalker, Remy Price, so there's a lot of disturbing news ahead. Brooke wondered if Taylor's heart was leading her back to Ridge Forrester, so Taylor insisted that it was. Taylor talked about how Ridge saved her life and highlighted the rich history they shared, but she was mostly trying to mess with Brooke's head. After Brooke pointed out that Taylor and Ridge's connection was in the past, Taylor made a prediction that they'd always love each other, past, present, and future. That was the truth as far as Taylor was concerned, but she ultimately admitted that she was happy living life for herself and didn't need a man to fulfill her. Taylor told Brooke not to worry since she wasn't trying to get Ridge back, but her smug attitude and mixed signals probably didn't do much to ease Brooke's mind. At Forrester Creations on Tuesday's B&B episode, Steffi Forrester pushed for updates on what was going on with Ridge and Taylor. After Steffi asked what was in Ridge's heart, she played up some of Taylor's wonderful qualities. Now that Taylor's heart was healed, Steffi said that was thanks to Ridge's love. Ridge couldn't take credit for mending Taylor's heart, but he did take some responsibility for breaking it. Steffi acknowledged that Ridge hurt Taylor, but she also blamed Brooke for breaking up their family so many times. Although Ridge was partly responsible for Taylor's heartbreak, Steffi felt that Ridge had helped her heal from the trauma. In the Forrester salon, Will Spencer urged Electra Forrester to do some modeling for the jewelry line photo shoot. Electra balked at the idea and hinted about modeling in the past once, but it wasn't for her. Since Electra kept insisting she was fine with staying in the background and letting Ivy Forrester have the spotlight, Will wondered what was bothering her. Electra dodged questions about her past and got Will to open up about life as a Spencer instead. Will spilled about Bill Spencer leaving Katie Logan for her sister and talked about finding the freedom to be a kid at boarding school. Electra was flattered that Will would share all that with her, so he pointed out she could open up too. Will said he wouldn't judge Electra no matter what and took her hand tenderly. When Electra stepped away and dropped her bracelet, Will stooped down to pick it up and ended up on bended knee for her again. After Will joked about this feeling vaguely familiar, he reflected on the first time he saw Electra and how much he wanted to kiss her. Once Will moved in close for a smooch, Electra leaned in as well. After Electra and Will enjoyed their first lip lock, they smiled at each other and seemed very caught up in the moment. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Electra have some obstacles ahead thanks to her stalker, Remy Price, so there's plenty of troubling news ahead. In the Forrester salon, Will Spencer urged Electra Forrester to do some modeling for the jewelry line photo shoot. Electra balked at the idea and hinted about modeling in the past once, but it wasn't for her. Since Electra kept insisting she was fine with staying in the background and letting Ivy Forrester have the spotlight, Will wondered what was bothering her. Electra dodged questions about her past and got Will to open up about life as a Spencer instead. Will spilled about Bill Spencer leaving Katie Logan for her sister and talked about finding the freedom to be a kid at boarding school. Electra was flattered that Will would share all that with her, so he pointed out she could open up too. Will said he wouldn't judge Electra no matter what and took her hand tenderly. When Electra stepped away and dropped her bracelet, Will stooped down to pick it up and ended up on bended knee for her again. Though Will joked about this feeling vaguely familiar, he reflected on the first time he saw Electra and how much he wanted to kiss her. Once Will moved in close for a smooch, Electra leaned in as well. After Electra and Will enjoyed their first lip lock, they smiled at each other and seemed very caught up in the moment. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Electra have some obstacles ahead thanks to her stalker, Remy Price, so there's plenty of troubling news ahead. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.